Hey everyone, today I'm bringing you some more survivor builds. Let's get into it. First off, we have the infinite loops build, any means necessary, dead hard, self-care, and resilience. This perk build kind of teases the idea of being able to infinitely loop. In my opinion, if that was possible still, at least on most loops, then this would be the build you would want. First, any means necessary, a perk that allows you to pick up pallets. This is for tricking killers into swinging mid-loop, pretending to lift it and waste time, or to actually lift the pallet and get another resource to use mid-chase. Then we have dead hard, which is for giving you that third chance to get hit before really going down, also to make distance for pallets and such. There may be a better exhaustion perk, but dead hard is the best for sticking loops. Then we have self-care. This is to get some quick heals mid-chase, slow and incrementally until you are fully healed. If you are going to run this though, I would recommend you bring a med kit. That way you can get boosted self-heal speed, but have it not take so long. Finally, resilience is here for its extra 9% vault speed. That extra speed will save you on windows, at least it should do a lot of times. So there we go. It takes a bit of learning with this build, like how to use any means and not waste dead hards, learning to self-care on the correct corners and such, but it can be effective when used correctly. Our second build here is called the All-Seeing Eye build. Object of Obsession, Deja Vu, Kindred, and Dark Sense. Yes, this is a little gimmicky, as a few of the builds will be in this video, but I'm a true believer that this is actually an effective build, as it practically makes you all-seeing in regards to auras. It will give you the Killer's Aura whenever you want with Object. It will also give you Gen Auras through Deja Vu to help you cut down wasted time. It will then give you the auras of those in need with Kindred, where you can also see your teammates and check if you're the one who will need to go for the save. And finally, Dark Sense to reveal the aura of the killer for 10 seconds. So yeah, there is some overlap, I'll admit. The thing is, this build will give you access to all the information you could ever need in a trial. In a sense, this build is going to make you a bit of a glass cannon of information, because you'll have access to loads of it, but the killer will be going for you because of that. So you can provide for your team information-wise, but they may need to protect you for that little bit more. Our third build is called the Light as a Feather build. Sprint Burst, Vigil, Fixated, and Lightweight. This build is quite similar to the one in the last video, the only difference being that this build we are trying to run away and leave no trace, and then recover our Sprint Burst and get back to it. So we have a Sprint Burst to get away, Vigil and Fixated to help recover quicker and allow us to move faster with increased movement speed, and then we have Lightweight to get rid of scratch marks that bit quicker. Overall, you want to be breaking line of sight with this build, not really playing it too risky with your overall approach. This build is meant to be an escape, no evidence, charge, then escape again kind of build. Ideally you don't want to be getting hit. It can be used somewhat altruistically to sprint burst to pallets and hook saves, and also a Vigil will help out with mangled, exhausted, and all that kind of recovery stuff. So it does function for team play, but it will mainly be for you. Good build though. Our fourth build is called the Token build. We're gonna live forever, up the ante, stake out, and autodidact. Okay, so this build is a little gimmicky too, but it is based entirely around the idea of having perks that utilize a token system. So of course we're going to need We're Gonna Live Forever, a perk that will give you a stackable 25% gain to blood points for every body block or hook save, up to 100%. This perk will get you some easy BP. Next up we have Up the Ante, a perk that begins the game with tokens and activates in a passive way. Each token represents a survivor remaining on your team, and for each one that's alive, you and your team gain a 3% stackable bonus to luck, so a total of 9% when your full team is alive. Both of these perks give you benefits for altruism in the form of BP and a little extra luck. Then we have a gen perk, Stakeout, a perk that will gain tokens in the killer's terror radius. Each of these tokens converts good skill checks into great skill checks, making gens go slightly quicker and having a passive reward for being in the killer's terror radius. Finally we have Autodidact, a perk that requires you to heal and hit skill checks. These skill checks will gradually give you tokens, which will make each skill check after that give incrementally more progress, the max being an extra 35% to healing progress. All of these perks actually function quite well together as a passive but rewarding build. Also, it's really cool when you get it going because you can hoard up loads of tokens. Finally, we have the Trickster build. Iron Will, Quick and Quiet, Red Herring, and Diversion. Alright, so this is a build that will combine some distraction perks with silent perks, which alone is a good combo. First we have Iron Will. That's going to make your grunts of pain reduced by 100%, so you won't make any noise when injured. Then we have Quick and Quiet, a perk that'll give you a silent vault with a short cooldown. Both of these alone are great for chasing. They pair up and make a strong silent build, so already well worth it. Now we have Red Herring, a perk that activates after repairing a gen for 3 seconds. It will then require you to go into a locker where it will send a notification to the killer that the gen you repaired exploded. This is why we have Quick and Quiet, so you can get into that locker quicker and silently. This is our gen distraction side of things. Then we have Diversion, a perk that charges in the killer's terror radius. Once charged, it will allow you to throw a rock that will give the killer a notification and distract them. We have Iron Will, so we can do this in close proximity without being heard. And that's it, I think. That's the gist of the build. It's surprisingly effective, although it can be hard to pull off some of the distractions. It works well due to the strength of our 2 silent perks. I think that's going to do it for the video. I do hope you enjoyed. Drop a comment. What's your favourite build nowadays? Thanks, and goodbye.